Yo, what's up everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Currently, Bitcoin is still consolidating right here, as you can see, below the range lows. Basically, if we go on a hard time frame, you can see we are slightly above the 200 EMA and we are slightly above this low right here that we have previously made at 107k, and right here we do have some liquidity sitting. And let me show you what I'm thinking would be the next scenario for Bitcoin. Of course, you know, my current scenario is right now still in play, the bearish scenario that we are potentially going to go all the way down to potentially 98 or 93k. Those are my those are my two targets remaining for right now for a potential bullish reversal for Bitcoin. As you can see, if we go to the liquidation heat map, you can see right here the price we had consolidating while having a lot of liquidity sitting below us. We then pushed some to the upside. We take out the liquidity that's basically delayed shorts right here. We take them out, and then you can see we got that deep liquidation cluster on the downside. You can see we go down, we sweep that liquidity, and right now here is happening basically the same thing. Previously it happened during the weekend, this consolidation, and then once Monday began, you can see we got that dump to the downside. So right now potentially I am expecting the same thing. Potentially tomorrow is Sunday, we get a nice move up to potentially 111 or 112k, and then once the new week starts, Monday or Tuesday, we are going to get that dump down to 105, 106k in my opinion. And then once we break that area, there is basically not so much volume for Bitcoin right here. So basically this is just a no man's land, and so in my opinion Bitcoin will wanna retrace to some of the more confluential levels, which are 98,000 as I have said. So this is what I am expecting for right now. If we look at Ethereum is, you can see right now bouncing finally. We did get a touch of the 100 EMA on the daily time frame, and also this is where our 4-yearly resistance, which right now has flipped into support, as you can see, is sitting. So as long as Ethereum remains above this trend line right here, which is the 4-yearly resistance, as I have just said, basically I am expecting for potential, if we remain above here, we will get somewhat of a consolidation, potentially a drop down lower, and then once Bitcoin finds that bottom, I am expecting for the price of it to bounce up from here to potentially putting in those new all-time highs. As you know, my target for it would be that last yearly pivot resistance, which is sitting at $5,228 for Bitcoin. That would be 150k. Basically you can see right here, this is my final target for Bitcoin during this bull market. For Solana, I still have my targets, which are at the second yearly pivot resistance, which is basically the all-time highs. And for Sui, also $5 is pretty nice target. Hype is already pushed above the yearly pivot resistance, as you can see, but still we are in a very, very strong uptrend, as you can see right here. So if Hype manages to reclaim those levels, basically this trend line, then we can potentially see that continuation higher. But this also depends on the stock market. As you know, the S&P 500 is still in that massive run, still above all the moving averages, as you can see right here basically. So we might see the CME future markets, how they open on Monday. We might see a continuation to the upside for the Nasdaq and also for the S&P 500. The dollar was pushing higher, as you can see basically, after bouncing from this low right here. So we might see, if we get start reclaiming those EMAs here, we might see a potential push towards my target for the dollar, which would be at 101 right here, basically this high. If we just set it like this, that would be my target for the Dixie. And potentially if it gets to up there, it might start getting some correction. But if the dollar continues to push, Bitcoin will, in my opinion, test those targets that I have just told you, around 98 or 93k. But for right now, we are still in that scenario. I will not be looking for any longs in this range whatsoever. I would be looking at longs much lower, as I have told you. The fear and greed index still pushing lower. As you can see, we are in that fear zone. The ETF inflows, we did get a massive outflow with BlackRock selling for the first time in about over 10 days, you can see. So this is also something to take in mind. Long versus shorts during the weekend. Overall, we do have more longs, more shorts right now. On Hyperliquid, we do have more longs. On some of the other exchanges, we do also have more longs. But overall, on Binance and on Bybit, we do have more shorts in the market. Funding rates are still positive, which is somewhat good. And some news for next week, we do have some important news: JOLT openings on Tuesday, PMI on Wednesday, and we do have unemployment claims on Thursday, and we do have also on Friday PMI and some more important news. Basically, the next week is also very, very important. It is also the beginning of the new week, of the new month in Wednesday. Basically, Q4 will be starting. As you know, we do have 3 days and 11 hours left until we get that new monthly candle for Bitcoin, which would be potentially bearish or bullish. In my opinion, would be once the new month opens, we will be seeing a sell-off, and then the candle would become something like this one here. We would get a buyer stepping in at the lows, potentially right here, and then we are going to be seeing Bitcoin start pushing higher. This is just my opinion, of course. It's not a financial advice, but yes guys, that will be it for today's update video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for my channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.